Ravings and Cravings here. This is Ruth Hartunian Alamba. I am here with
Chef Julio Canggio from Canggio Restaurant. How are you?
Yeah, good morning from where we are. We're on site at your restaurant. So I'm going to pick up my camera and I'm going to just kind of pan around so you can see what it looks like in here. Remember, this is a Monday, normally closed.
Normally closed, yes.
Right, okay. But I want people to see in here. So
Very good.
let me do that. Here's a couple things. So here we go. I'm gonna just do a quick pan around so you guys can see. This is a Peruvian restaurant, right, Julio?
It is Peruvian with a flair. It's a twist of my own version of Peruvian.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Tell us the address here.
So we're located in 20 Lafayette Street, Norwich, Connecticut. That is half a mile down from Bacchus Hospital.
So you can make your hospital visit pleasant.
Yes, of course. Our goal is not to make people go eat and go to the hospital. It's
Oh, no. And no, it's the other way around. And here's the rest of the restaurant so you can just kind of get an idea of what it looks like in here. And let me set the camera down and we'll continue on here. So, Julio, how long have you been here?
We opened Canggio. We started the concept of Canggio on January 2027, and with tentative date of opening in March 2017. And we ended up opening on June 2017.
What does Canggio mean? Does that mean something?
Name Canggio comes after my parents' last names. My dad's last name is Canggio, and my mom's maiden name is Biggio. So I decided to cut it in half, fuse them together, and Canggio came out. You know, it was a nice thing to do after all the things they've done for, for us, for our kids, for their kids.
And I think they're still around helping.
They're still around, yeah. My dad is my business partner. He's a great guy. He helps a lot with the whole industry. My mom, she's more of the putting ideas through, or what if this, what if that kind of thing, but yeah, it's a family-owned restaurant. We treat our employees like family, and I think that's a very, very important thing that it's the industry is losing. It's more corporation. I don't care about you, I care about numbers, which is great. Money is good, but at the same time, you got to treat them with respect.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's been a while since I've been here, sadly, but we're going to talk definitely about your menu because I think your menu is very exciting. And for people out there who are, you like things traditional. You like meatloaf on Monday. You like tacos on Tuesday. Today is the day when we're going to talk about what you have on your menu. We have one right here. I'm going to just hold it up. It says, I don't know if you can see it, but it does say Canggio. So let's talk about what you have on your menu here. Tell us about the menu.
Well, we change the menu twice a year. We keep the best-selling items, and then we start changing through all the ideas based on weather, based on innovation in the culinary world, based on ideas put together mostly through my dad and myself. We work as a team, and like I tell everybody, ideas are welcome, because you might have gone out to eat to this, hole in the wall, and you love the cream sauce that they give you. So let me reproduce this and see what happens. So it's a beautiful thing because everybody has input on to what we're gonna put in the menu. Like everybody is as part of Canggio as myself and my dad. So yeah, the menu is a very diverse, Peruvian-inspired plates.
Okay, so when you say Peruvian-inspired, what kind of spices? I don't want you to give your secrets away,
right.
Okay? But what does that mean, Peruvian? What will I be tasting when I eat that?
There's a lot of flavor profiles in the Peruvian cuisine. There's a lot of spices, Peruvian spices, more like ají amarillo, which is sweet, spicy pepper. So kind of like a banana pepper.
Okay.
And then you have your ají panca, which is like a spicy, bitter flavor.
Okay.
We use ricotta sauce or ricotta, ahi ricotta, which is more of the, you get a kick of spice, with
Can
the
you
first bite.
Can you control the spice? So like if
Yes,
someone
yes, we can. We make everything from scratch. So if
Okay.
anybody says, hey, like this, I can't have any spicy in it, that's fine. I will change
Okay.
how it is,
Good.
so there's still flavor in it, but not Cajun.
Because some people think, oh, Peruvian, it's gonna be too spicy. I can't eat that.
Yeah, no, we make things from scratch. This is a from scratch kitchen, so it's very important to let people know that we can modify any allergies, any dietary restriction, or
That's awesome.
any personal preferences. As in, I like my super spicy, I might like my not spicy.
Awesome. That's great. Well, I'm gonna check out my camera to make sure it's working. Why don't you tell people a few of the things that are on the menu?
Absolutely.
Not that you need to look at it. 'Cause
No,
you
absolutely.
created it, but I want to make sure this is really rolling.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
so go ahead.
So for appetizers, one of the best seller appetizers is the mussels. It's a stew. It's a stew made with mussels, heavy cream, white wine, butter. We do basil, parsley, and some roasted garlic. We let it reduce, and then you have a nice broth. A nice broth with mussels. It goes really well with the flavors together. It's served with
And
French baguette to deep the sauce in.
Oh yeah, I have had that one.
Yeah.
And I'm
And-
like, get me more bread,
Yeah.
get me more sauce.
Yeah.
We're good.
Well, lately, a lot of people have been asking for rice on the side because once they're done, they mix the rice and now they have a second meal.
I miss that part.
Yeah, absolutely. Our Peruvian staple is the ceviche.
Yeah.
So we had to put that on the menu. We use barramundi fish, which is like the Australian sea bass. I wish I could bring Peruvian fish, but it's hard to get.
Yeah.
And it's marinated with lime juice and a little bit of garlic and what we call leche de tigre, which is a macerated. It's a macerated juice that comes out of onion, celery, tomato, salt, and any kind of seafood, and lime juice. So we let the whole thing macerate and we use that to cook the flavors.
So what does macerate mean?
Well, it means to let it sit for X amount of time with their own flavors and juices and any liquid that you put in it. You can
Kind of-
macerate
kind of
things
like-
with oil, you can macerate
Okay.
things with vinegar, you can
Got it.
macerate things with any kind of acidity like lime juice.
Like marinade.
Yeah, you can
but
marinate,
it's
yeah.
not liquidy, right? It has the.
It is, well, the liquid helps, but
Yeah.
it has more of the whole products, like we
Yeah.
use celery,
That's what makes
onions,
it.
we use cilantro. So we let all the flavor just combine, we strain it, we blend it, and then that's what we use. It's-
Yum.
Mhm.
I'm hungry now.
I know.
We'll get back to the menu, but I realized I failed to ask you what days of the week you're open and what your hours are.
Okay, so we are open Tuesday to Sunday. Now we open Tuesday to Saturday from 4 in the afternoon to 9 p.m. And Sunday we are open for brunch. We open at 9 in the morning till 3, and then from 4 to 8 we'll do dinner. Now, brunch is a new thing. Last time we spoke, we
That
didn't have
is.
brunch.
I'm excited. All right.
And it's the same thing. You have your American Peruvian flair
Okay.
on the combination. We use Peruvian sauces. We use, we sell your typical eggs and bacon and toast and home fries, and we can also do frittatas based on different locations, like Peruvian frittata, Mediterranean, Italian, Greek frittata, and of course we do our own crepes. We do this lobo crepe, which is a Peruvian dish made with steak and soy sauce reduction and some tomato and onions.
That sounds awesome.
And yes, it is. People like it. It's one of the best brunch places on. It has become one of the best brunches on.
Should people make reservations for those kinds of things? Or
Yes,
how do
it
you
is.
do that?
It is very important to make reservations. Sometimes we are completely packed, so we want to guarantee a seat for our guests.
Definitely.
People can go to the website, canggio.com, or they can go to Open Table and make a reservation through Open Table.
And Canggio, how do you spell it?
Canggio.
Okay. CanggioRestaurant.com. I'm going to take the menu away just for a second,
Really?
and I'm going to just pull something out of here. I think I want to try to remember what I had when I was here. I know you have some really interesting beverages on your menu too.
Yes, we do make fresh drinks in house. The ones that we make is the chicha morada,
Yeah.
which is made out of purple dehydrated corn that grows
I
in the
know that one.
Andes in Peru.
Yeah.
And it's boiled for hours with pineapple, cinnamon sticks, and all other spices. Once it's completely boiled, we strain it, we pull it off, and then we add lime and sugar to it, so it has a nice, sweet, acid flavor. And the other drink that we do, which you've been drinking, is the passion fruit. Same thing, we make the passion fruit here from scratch. We buy a bulk. It's a tedious process, but it's good flavor.
It's really yummy.
Yeah, and of course, well, we have a selection of Peruvian wines. We offer that on our drink menu. We do happy hour from 5 to 7, Tuesday to Friday.
We can only be happy between 5 and 7.
Well, it's the happiest of the happy hours.
Okay, but you can continue from.
Of course, we can continue being happy after 7.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we have, wine selection of Intiparca and Viña Vieja wine, which are Peruvian wines. Very unique flavor because of the air quality, not the air quality, but the climate in Peru. It's more so dry where the grapes grow, so you have a nice, distinct flavor on wine. So very good and well known wine here in Canggio.
So you have a lot of things to offer. I want to point out the fact that I like your menu because you have the traditional name of the menu item, but you also have the ingredients that are inside of it
Yes.
also included. So like for people who aren't sure how to order,
Right.
or they're not like, what does that mean? It's right there. And that, I mean, even when I read the description, there are some words I don't know, but I am sure your people know how to describe what's here on the menu. No problem. Again, let's do the name of the restaurant, the address,
Yep.
and your hours.
Very good.
And your phone number or how to get reservations.
Absolutely. So we are Canggio Restaurant, Peruvian American restaurant, and we're located at 20 Lafayette Street in Norwich, Connecticut. Our phone number is 860-383-4805. Feel free to give us a call for reservations or any questions in regards to menu. Visit us on our website, CanggioRestaurant.com, that's CANGGIO restaurant.com, or Open Table, and you can leave our reviews there. You can leave a reservation, make a reservation there as well. There is a Facebook page that we have. We're on social media, and our social media director, she is doing such a great job putting names and pictures on the dishes. So if you ever wondering what is ceviche or how our chicharron is made, you can see it on social media, see the pictures, see the videos of how
great.
things are made and whatnot.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Well, you have something really exciting coming up that I think is going to be a great thing for you because you're so creative as a chef and you make things that are really wonderful. So you have that event
Yes,
that you have.
we were invited,
Yeah.
and it's such an honor for me
It is,
as a chef and restaurant owner to the 2024 Taste of Bali, and it's for what I was talking to the director and to a few people that have attended before. It's such a beautiful, well organized event.
It is.
It's about 150 people. 5-course meal, and they handpick chefs through the region to make one dish, or no one dish, one course, through the night. And so I was selected, which was an honor. And now the ideas are going on what I'm going to be serving, how it's going to be presented, and whatnot. So, the list of chefs, they're like well-talented chefs. So it's great for me to be able to participate on a night with a room full of talent. It's a great thing.
I bet the tickets are already sold out. I don't know.
For what I've been told, there's still tickets available.
So when is, I'm going to see here, Sunday, August 25th, 4 o'clock at the Public House in Sturbridge,
Sturbridge,
Mass.
yes.
So you didn't know this, but I was part of the committee
No way, I didn't know
in the
that.
past. I've been on the Taste of the Valley committee. I've done some of the Walktober. I did an arts and eats stroll in my town in Willimantic,
Nice,
like
okay.
3 times,
Yeah.
and it was so much fun. But I was also on the committee for this, and I provided music for people while they were coming in, so I was playing
I didn't know that.
piano. I was like, I can't believe you brought that
You
up.
see, you learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I love Taste of the Valley. I love the Last Green Valley organization and how they preserve this area and also how they operate. And like you said, it's well organized.
Yep.
They are great. And I was part of the team who picked up the products that you chefs ordered and then delivered it to where it needed to go so that you could create.
Oh,
your
that is
creations.
awesome.
So
That
it's
is-
like at a church in like, I don't know, Central Village or
Yeah.
something like that. It was pretty stressful because it's fresh food
Yeah.
and you're transporting it.
Yeah.
Like, what if it goes
Yeah, so
bad?
they did give us a list of farms that we can go and get our products
Okay.
and what we need and
Yeah.
whatnot. So,
Mhm.
you know, I think that is going to be really a really great experience. You know,
That is, yeah.
It's going to go into the book of great experience that I have since, you know, the restaurant industry took over what I wanted to do, you know, my life and whatnot. So,
You deserve it. You
yeah,
deserve it.
it's up there with, you know, Chopped and up there with Man vs. Food and all the great things that I was able to accomplish. So.
So how long have you been doing restauranty things?
Well, I started working as a dishwasher in 2004.
Great beginnings, right?
Yeah, I was 11th grade in high school, and my dad, he was working in a restaurant business too. He was like, hey, you know, like there's an opening, you want a job, you know, from this day to that day. So I took it. I drove from Hartford to West Springfield, Massachusetts mostly every day because I ended up taking more hours and going to high school in the morning. And that was it. That restaurant, that corporation, Tex-Mex restaurant, it's the beginning of my career. You know, I fell in love with the industry. I fell in love with the idea of turning something you cannot eat raw to make it into something people will come back for. You know, and that mentality was great. And that orchestra in the kitchen, you know, the chef just directing what to do and everybody else having to do so for a common goal. You know,
Yeah.
for me it was like, okay, there's something into this, so let's keep looking more into it. And that was it, you know, like I started working as a dishwasher, moved my way up to the line cook. I knew I wanted to learn more, so I had to go to smaller restaurants. The place that I will never stop mentioning, sadly it's closed now, but it's called Jade Restaurant in Hartford. And I had the fortunate time to learn from Jennifer Casella, who was my chef, and Jordan Boros was the one who gave me that chance to prove that I was able to do something.
We remember those things, don't we?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do remember that very well, and that's one of the things you'll never forget.
It's true. Do you have a favorite thing on the menu? Do you take elements from your menu and make your own thing? Like when you're tired after a long day of working and you just don't want to cook anymore, what do you do?
The beauty about restaurants, you know, is that yes, at some point you get tired of eating your own food, so you rely on, in my case, a kitchen cook. You know,
Yep.
and you ask them what you want to eat. Like, don't tell me I want this from you. Give me something, an idea, so
like
we
I
can
want,
make it
I
as a
want
family.
rice with fish and
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah. So you're craving shrimp. Okay, well, let's make something with shrimp that is not here. Let's make enough for everybody so everybody can have it.
Sounds good.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's everyday changes. Sometimes we're slamming, you know,
Yeah.
we got no other thing to eat empanadas, chicken wings, you know. But sometimes we got the time to actually, okay, let's take a little break, you know, because it's been a great night, and let's enjoy something that is not necessarily
Yeah.
from the menu.
Yeah. Well, you do something special here that I was really struck by when I first came in, and I'm going to point the camera to the table behind you. Can you tell us about what that is there? And I'm going to move the camera. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we as in me and a friend of mine from high school, he was my first friend that I got to meet in Buckley High School in Hartford. And through the years, we became really close friends, and with that friendship came up ideas of wanting to open a restaurant. And we went through so many ideas, menus, names, and whatnot. When we graduated, I went to college for business management, and he joined the Marines. And he loved what he doing. Like every time we got a chance to talk, he's like, Julio, I'm doing this, and this is great, and I love it. And for things of life, he was not able to make it back. You know, so
Yeah.
when I opened Canggio in 2017, I decided to put a table for the fallen soldier to remember everybody who's not here with us, but to also send a message to my friend and tell him, hey, we did it. You know, after so many years, we got a place, you know, that we dreamed of when we were in high school. So it's a way to say thank you for friendship, thank you for you know, ideas, thank you for being part of my life. You know.
So that table is always set. It just stays like
That table
right?
stays here is always set. We finished setting up before service. We're missing a plate with a line, with, you know, and salt. So you know, we do it every day fresh, so you know it doesn't get ruined. But yeah, my daughter Carmela made this in trade school. In high school.
Made that.
Yeah, she made that, and she donated it to us. She gave us to us just to put it on the table. So it's a nice, Marine insignia, and it's a very good, well done job from Carmela. So thank you, Carmela, for that. But yes, it is. It is a great table to remember.
It is.
And 22 minutes up.
All right, great. You can turn that off. We have a couple more minutes to just wrap things up here. What do you think makes Canggio what it is? Like, this is kind of a philosophical, cultural question, and then we're going to wrap things up in a couple minutes. What makes Canggio different besides the food? What makes it different than, say, other places?
Canggio approaches. My goal at Canggio is not just to sell you food. My goal at Canggio is to give you an experience. Is to be able to change your life. One thing that I learned working at J Restaurant, which is right across the street from the hospital, just like we're across the hospital right here, is that you get a lot of foot traffic from them. And you're either selling or you're even giving an experience to someone that's very happy because a newborn just came to their family, and now you're part of that happiness by giving them something delicious that they will forever remember the time of, oh my God, you know, my nephew was born and I have this great meal, you know. Or you're gonna meet people that are in need, sad because maybe someone, you know, left their life. And you are part of that as well. You have to now comfort them with the best you can, which is, here's food that I made for you, you know, or here's a drink from the house, so you can know that, you know, you're not alone, or you're not by yourself, we're with you. So we do want to transform that idea of a restaurant dish that goes to a table to more than that, more like like, okay, I had such a great time, and I was able to talk to the manager and the bartender and the chef, and you know, we sat down with them and we talked about something that they wanted to talk about, and just change that perspective a little bit and give you that experience you deserve.
Wow. So it almost like makes the restaurant and the food like a destination, an opportunity for celebration, an opportunity to express yourself emotionally, whatever is going on. It's probably cheaper than therapy in some ways.
Yeah, well, that's a good, if you
to
guys
me, it
need
sounds
therapy,
like
please, 20 Lafayette Street.
Canggio
Norwich,
therapy.
Canadian.
There
Yeah,
we go. Sign
food
up
therapy.
Food
But
therapy.
that's the thing, you know.
I think food therapy is.
Food therapy would be
I
the
mean,
way
it kind of
you
sounds.
would.
We need to think of a better term so it sounds more classy. But I mean, I think that's, to me, that's what I hear, because you're acknowledging the person as a human,
Right.
and you're acknowledging the fact that maybe they're hungry, And even if they're not hungry, if they sit here with a friend and their friend is eating and their friend is holding their hand through whatever is happening in life, then it is a memorable experience.
Right.
You want to be there.
Right. Which is it's funny you say this because it brings me back to my main idea. I've been always a eager person of wanting more, and especially as a chef, I've been very close to the idea of becoming one of the chef with a Michelin star. Always worked my way through, always wanted that discipline and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, in the other hand, you get the people that come here twice, 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week to eat, to talk, to enjoy something different, you know. So that is what I value more than a star, is the fact that I can get to see you next week and ask you, hey, how was your trip? You know, and be part of your life and be part of like, hey, how's your kids, or how, you know, get to know you more in the personal level through a dish, you know.
Well, I have to wind things down here, sadly. But Julio, I want to thank you so much for letting me come and visit you here at your restaurant here in Norwich, right near Baptist Hospital, right?
Yes.
This is Ruth Hartunian-Ellenbaugh, or Ravings and Cravings, either way. Signing off here on Good Company. Well, I'm not at the station, but I'm going to give them a shout out anyway. Good Company, WILI.